It's me. I'm back to tell my story. Let's see. I it looks a little trap housiest is how you'd say it. Behind me right now, 2024, 2026 has been the year of moving for me. Never know where I'm gonna be, where I'm gonna end up. I'm also gonna be experimenting with like trying to figure this out. Just see if I can add pictures and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to do it myself, and I feel like with this, like little, I pushed a little button, and I was like, oh, because I was just wearing mascara, blush, and lipstick, and I was like, it makes me look great. I didn't know I needed 10 pounds of foundation and false lashes, but now I do. Thanks, TikTok. Um, I look a little bit like Queen of the North. Dun, 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 I'm coming to get you and your children. But it's just, if it's below like 70, I'm out. My story, you heard about the car crash. You heard about the injuries I sustained. But we didn't talk about any of the recovery or any of the things that happened afterwards. Now, did we? We did not. So, talking about my voice, which I'm obviously, I've mentioned I'm uncomfortable with, we'll get into that. So, this is kind of a messed up story, or anyway, it pisses me off. So, well, when they were trying to extubate me, whatever, extubate me, take me off the ventilator, I, this is one of the few things I remember because I was still coming in and out of it. And I remember like really struggling to breathe. And if you've really never struggled to breathe, you have no idea like what hell that is. Like people who die like that, props to you for going out that way. I'm not talking about suicide. I'm just saying props to those of you who survived a drowning incident. You deserve to go to heaven regardless of whatever. It's horrific. It's horrible. And anyway, then the doctors came in with like a whole team, the ENT. Mind you, I'm fully mentally, aware here. And they're like, well, it's kind of a barbaric procedure, the surgery they're talking about doing, where they essentially had to dig pieces of my, like, I guess even my trachea for my neck with like little tweezers to pull them out and reattach them to my larynx. That's the correct word. And God, I'm such a dork. Okay, connect them to my larynx. And they were talking about, they said I probably wouldn't be able to talk at all, which would have been preferable for a lot of people. Or that I would be barely able to speak with a whisper. And the doctor was like, it's kind of a barbaric procedure, but afterwards we'll have to sew her chin to her chest. And I'm thinking, like, hell no, you're not, obviously. But I can't say anything. And they're just talking over me and laughing about it like I'm not there. Like I'm not even a person. And so my mom goes home and gets a bunch of pictures of me, like from before the accident, where it looks like a human being, and posts them above my bed. It didn't help. I had other nurses that would come in to like teach students to do procedures on me, and this is when I could talk. And she would say, well, don't worry about it. She can't feel it. And I remember I said, like, hell, I can't. It was just so ignorant to assume that everyone that's in a wheelchair can't feel or they're in it for the same reason. But back to the voice story. So I remember waking up like in searing, searing pain, but lots of scars. Let's see, where's this little trach scar? Come on down, shirt. I had a cute shirt on for this. I was gonna do my hair, but then I was like, well, screw it. Well, I can't pull it down because my little gimpy fingers won't let me. Oh, well, not important. You'll see it later. I can't get a hook on this shirt. It's like one of those. It's really cute. It's one of those lacy shirts. The little. I don't know. They're kind of sexy, I guess. Except to wear a tank top underneath mine, so that destroys the effect. But I don't feel comfortable going around in a wheelchair wearing a bra underneath a shirt. I don't know. I just feel weird about it. I'm also very old, and that just feels inappropriate. I can't stay on topic either. So let's get back to this. So it was the worst searing pain ever. And then they had the EMTs and the doctors come in and test, like put scopes down my vocal cords and have me make the sounds ee, ooh, ah. Even though no audible sound came out, my vocal cords worked. And I remember that as being like one of the greatest, as simple as it sounds, like victories of my life. I cried. The whole team cried when they saw me cry. And then I had to put a passy mirror vowel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, on my trach. They put a big one in me, and I'm like a smaller girl. I'm tall, but I'm just smaller. And they put a really big trach in me. And that allows you to speak. At first, I thought I was going to sound like I had a stoma because I didn't have enough strength in my diaphragm to push out vocally. And I sounded like I was going to have a stoma or like a man. It was horrifying. And then finally one day I talked in it and I was like, I sound like a girl. I sound like a girl. And I remembered my sister and brother's phone numbers from memory and called them and was like, hey. And that's the first story of like my little victory. Not that it had anything to do with it, but from the accident. And I think that's a good stopping point for now. I don't really have very many pictures to include because I would get so mad at my dad when he took pictures of me. I don't like pictures of me. I don't really like videos of me. I don't like looking at myself. So even though I'm doing it the whole time, it's just because I'm uncomfortable. And unfortunately, I wish I had let him take a lot of pictures just to show the difference. But I just wanted to tell my first moment of victory and I don't know, ask me more questions. And I will continue. All right. Bye.